maybe this movie is too advanced for me and you.
Exactly. That might be it.
Jason X was over our heads. Maybe this is over our heads too.
You know what's not over my head though? Yu-Gi-Oh!
What? Oh, whoa. Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh!
That's not how it goes!
Oh. I thought that's how it went.
No.
How does it go?
It goes Yu-Gi-Oh! And then it's like a bunch of instrumental.
Like that?
Yeah, kinda.
What did you say? Flagpole.
Take your stinking paw off me, you damn 38!
No!
You're a wizard, Harry. In spite of everything you've done for them, eventually they will hate you.
And I care! What is the deal?
Well, do me a favor, Captain. Go fuck yourself.
Language. Why so serious?
What's your favorite scary movie?
Vengeance.
Avengers!
Assemble.
3, 2, 1. Just like iCarly. Just like iCarly, dude. Hey, can you believe that it's episode 22 of this show?
We've done 22 of these?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, shit. Man. What is this show even called?
That's so random. And I'm one of your co-hosts, Brayden. Or, I don't even like saying co-host. I'm one of your hosts. We're both hosts. Fuck co-host. We're just hosts.
Yeah. I'm a host. Yeah. I'm the macho scream. I'm Andrew, and I'm dying. And today we're talking about heroin. Oh shit! No, that's not what we're talking about.
You're just naming a lot of things that are better than what we are talking about. And what we are talking about is a Justice League movie. Do you know the Justice League?
No, what is the Justice League?
See, the Justice League is a group of DC characters that formed in... I think the Justice League formed in, 1960. It was 1960. I'm a true DC fan. I know these things. And it consists of Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and really those are the only important characters you need to know for this movie. Green Arrow's in there sometimes in some versions. In this version, he's in there. So there's another character that's in this movie. And that movie is Justice League Warworld.
Wow. So you're telling me this movie may have Green Arrow in it?
It may or may not. I don't know. No one knows who they... spoiler alert for this movie, by the way. So, if you haven't seen it...
Yeah.
If you care about it, go...
Movie.
Yeah, if you care about spoilers, go watch this movie, come back if you want. Or just, you can just listen. It'll be okay.
Trust me, you're not going to miss anything.
Definitely not. So, yeah, no one knew who they were in this movie for most of it.
Let me start this. So, did you have any idea how this movie was going to go?
No.
Or did the trailers deceive you?
No, the trailers show you what this movie is, but I presume that the movie was going to be more than what the trailers were fucking showing and not just be like, hey, yo, here's Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. They don't really know who they are for most of this movie. Oh, here they are in their traditional costumes for a minute. Oh, yeah. Mongols in this movie because it's Warworld. Why is it even Warworld? Like, nothing even happened with Warworld specifically, did it? There were no Warworld fights or anything like that?
No, literally nothing happened. The Warworld was just a place that they were on. That was it.
That's so lame because all I know of Warworld really is that Mongol just captures people from whatever fucking planet and just makes them fight to the death. Yeah. It's like Gladiator. It's a gladiator world. Gladiator planet. It's like it's Thor Ragnarok basically. That's what Warworld is. That planet.
Yeah. So I knew what Warworld kind of was. I didn't really know exactly what it was.
Have you seen the Justice League episode?
I don't remember it, but that's why I kind of know what it is. Yeah, that's why I said kind of.
It's one of the weaker episodes of the show, honestly. But it was a whole lot better than this movie.
So I went into this not watching any of the trailers.
I think there was only one trailer.
You were like, hey, Justice League Warworld's coming out. You want to like watch that, and we'll do an episode on it. I was like, oh, sweet. You know, maybe this Tomorrowverse. Maybe I've gotten off on the wrong foot with it. No. Everything I said about it in the past, whatever I have said about it, stands true. It's terrible. Nothing about this universe is good. Nothing.
Dude, I tried remaining so optimistic with the first few movies because I like Man of Tomorrow. I wasn't the biggest fan of Justice Society. I think most people liked it more than me though. So not a bad start, right? Then Long Halloween, pretty good. It was like the best Batman movie, best animated Batman movie since Gotham by Gaslight in 2018. And after that, no, nothing good.
So, yeah, I go into this, and I said, was it 2 episodes ago that I was like I said something about Jonah Hex, and you were like, oh yeah, he's coming, he's going to be in the next Justice League movie. I was like, oh shit, hell yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't too long ago. I don't know if you ever said that on the show or not. I know you texted me about it though. You said something about Jonah Hex, and I was like, oh, you were like, has Jonah Hex been in any of these movies? Yeah, and I was like, he's going to be in the next one actually. Yeah.
And so, okay, this movie starts with Wonder Woman dressed up like a cowboy. And, you know, she's got like the Wonder Woman buckle, you know, she's got the WW buckle, and she's got a long trench coat and a hat and stuff. And you're thinking, I don't know about you, but when this started, I was thinking, oh shit, okay. Everybody's in the past for some reason. Let's figure out why they're in the past. And then Wonder Woman just rolls into this town that Jonah Hex and his men has taken over. And I don't know a lot about Jonah Hex, but he just seemed like a straight up just villain. Like there was no anti-hero aspect to him at all.
Yeah, he's usually not a straight up villain, in my experience at least. Like I've seen him in a few things, not too much. I've seen the movie Jonah Hex, and it's pretty similar to this movie, honestly. It's just kind of boring, but I would probably rewatch it over this, honestly. Because I don't know.
Yeah, well, what was that thing with the short with Jonah Hex?
Oh, it was a part of, I believe it was part of the Under the Red Hood, maybe, when they used to, like, add shorts to all these animated movies.
Yeah, where he like beat up that woman or something like that and threw her in a pit.
Oh, what the hell? I don't know if I've seen this short, actually. I know what you're talking about, but I don't know if I've seen this short.
Yeah, I can't remember. I watched some DC movie, and it was just a collection of shorts, is all it was.
Oh.
I thought it was a Superman. What the hell did I watch?
I'm not sure. The only Superman short I know of is the Superman Shazam one, where they like fight Black Adam.
Yes. It was that.
Okay. So you probably watched it on like HBO Max or Max.
Yes.
That name change is so stupid. But yeah, I've noticed that like if for some reason like the shorts, they don't like put them all separately really. Like they'll just add a bunch of shorts to another short to make it like go longer than an hour for some reason.
Yeah. So and then, you know, I've like there's a like I'll like when I get bored, I'll like look up, you know, videos, or I'll just read random stuff on like comic book characters and whatnot. And I've seen a few things on Jonah Hex, but like, no, I've never heard a story that I personally know that he was just a straight up yeah, I'm an asshole piece of shit, and I'm gonna fucking kill everybody for no reason.
No, he's usually like, if I were to compare him to a character, I'd probably say attitude wise, he's similar to like Constantine. He's got the like, he's looking out for himself, but he's also like got good intentions for all overall, like in the grand scheme of things.
So you look up Jonah Hex. Okay, you want to know how he's described?
How?
Okay, it says, despite his poor reputation and personality, Hex is bound by a personal code of honor to protect and avenge the innocent.
Yeah.
He fucking sent his guys to kill a child in this movie. In
See,
the first,
so-
what was it, 20 minutes?
This teases Crisis on Infinite Earths, and they have announced that. Do you know about that? I literally just made a video.
Oh, no, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't watch your video. I got the
Well, I mean, I
notification.
literally just, that's what I was doing
Yeah.
before. That's why I was a little bit late.
Yeah, it says right here, Crisis on Infinite Earth and Watchmen to be set in DC Tomorrowverse 37 minutes ago. Which there, I got the notification. Hey, turn on post notifications for him if you're on YouTube. If you're anywhere else, you're I don't know. I was going to
Follow us on
Probably not.
Spotify or iTunes, wherever you're listening to this.
Yeah. Follow him on YouTube if you're listening to this on those things.
The Red Arrow. Follow me on
the Red
Twitter
Arrow.
at the Red Arrow _YT if you want.
Follow him on Letterboxd.
Hey, Letterbox.
I don't know what else you got to advertise.
Not much. I don't have anything else, dog. See, it's that simple. Not even much to
Yeah.
keep up with. There you go, guys.
Yeah. Maybe in a couple more months he'll make a what's something dumb that everybody ends up making? He'll make a fanfics where he sells pictures of his feet.
I'm sure
Yeah.
Quentin Tarantino might reach out, man.
Ooh. Hey, I have nothing but good things to say about a lot of his movies.
Hey, I'm so sad that he's making his last movie right now.
What is it? What is he making?
The Movie Critic is what it's called. I don't know if any casting has been announced, but the writers and actor strikes are going on right now, so probably not.
Yeah. Well,
Back to the movie, though. Justice League Warworld. Yeah, I don't think Jonah Hex was really properly portrayed, and I don't think my English was very properly spoken right there. But with Crisis on Infinite Earths being announced and teased, at the end of this movie, was that, just a Jonah Hex from a different universe?
I don't fucking know. Maybe. They're probably so stupid. They were just like, fuck it. This is going to be the Jonah Hex.
See, I know you saw Legion of Superheroes, but I know you never saw Beware My Power. But after seeing Legion of Superheroes and seeing this movie, can you see, how this Tomorrowverse just kind of wastes characters?
Yeah. No, I know you said they wasted Sinestro.
Yeah.
Is that what you were getting at in Beware My Power?
Yeah, I mean, they waste Sinestro, they waste Hal, they just kill them they're nothing. Which is why, I'm really hoping, honestly really hoping that Crisis on Infinite Earths, ends this shit and they just start with something else at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And, they can carry some of this over, too, because of Crisis. Just, I don't know, kill whatever's bad and, keep Jensen Ackles as Batman because he's awesome, but everything else can go.
Well, it's you don't... I don't know. You don't even have to... If they want to keep all the voice actors, who cares? Whatever.
Yeah.
Keep them. Just make a clear distinction. This is not that other universe. But, yeah, you realize how cool... do you know if Jonah Hex and Constantine ever crosses paths? Because I'm sure they do. Maybe they don't.
I was about to say, I'm not sure if they do or not, since Jonah Hex is mostly in the past, so it's usually stories that have to do with time travel or, interdimensional, travel that he comes into play.
Yeah, well, I was just saying, I thought Constantine, traveled through time a lot.
I don't know. Not in anything I've seen, but
Oh, I thought he was like Doctor Strange, honestly, but I guess he isn't. All I know from Constantine is the Keanu Reeves movie, and then from the last universe. But I feel like based on
everything I've seen with Constantine, the Keanu Reeves movie is so weird compared to everything else. It's nothing else I've seen has ever. It's always demons and stuff, the demon spellcaster type shit, but it's never had really direct ties to God or the devil. They never really go that far with it, they do in the movie. That's all the movie is. Like, the movie is, like, way more religious than anything else I've seen. Like, way more religious talk. And I don't like that.
So, I know you were just talking about the Keanu Reeves Constantine movie, but guess what I found?
Yeah.
So, in the New 52, after several adventures where Hex encounters other heroes such as John Constantine, Swamp Thing, and Superman, while trying to find his way back home, Hex is horrified when he and Gina discover his preserved corpse on permanent display in a Wild West exhibit at the Metropolis Museum.
Oh my.
So Constantine comes to the 21st century, I guess, in the New 52 for a while.
Jonah Hex.
So, yeah, my bad, Jonah Hex, thank you.
Okay.
But
that's
kind of cool. I just like.
I would love to see how Jonah Hex interacts with Swamp Thing.
Yo, yeah. Like, I feel like you could almost build a universe around, like, Jonah Hex, because he's one of the oldest, DC heroes, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not sure when he was created, but
I mean, in terms of, like, dating.
Oh yeah,
like he's back there in, like, the before the Great Depression, the Wild West and stuff.
Yeah, like only Wonder Woman, and I don't know who else is older than him.
Aquaman, yeah, like those guys are, like, older than him. But, like, you could, like, start a movie. You could start a universe, like a good Jonah Hex movie. Just have it a bounty hunter movie with some good action, some good story, just some Jonah Hex being, like, just a straight anti-hero. Like,
I absolutely
he captured the bad guy that was terrorizing the town, but he stole the money out of the cash register at the bar. Like, that would be perfectly fine. And then you could do the thing where you freeze his body and you don't introduce him back into the universe after, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 movies or some shit like that. And you could, like, you could literally make a movie, Jonah Hex, John Constantine, Swamp Thing, and Superman. That'd be the most odd combination of characters, but you could just throw all them in a fucking movie. That'd be hilarious. Because they're all so different,
Yeah, I mean, Constantine and Swamp Thing interact a lot because of, like, Justice League Dark stuff, so I think that would really work, honestly. Because Superman, you can make Superman work with anyone, and just Jonah Hex there would be the wild card.
Yeah, he would be, like, in my opinion, he would take the role that Batman normally takes. Just you do not fit with these other people kind of thing. Because he's not, like, super powered from everything I've seen.
No, he's just a cowboy, pretty much.
Yeah, he's an expert in, like, hand-to-hand combat. I think he's, like, an excellent marksman. He's, like, peak physical condition. He's literally Batman, but in the Wild West and a fucked up face.
Yeah, he's, like, literally just that. He's DC's Western outlaw character. He's like that. If, like, DC made a movie in the 70s, Clint Eastwood would have played Jonah Hex.
Dude, fucking Clint Eastwood as Jonah Hex would be awesome.
That would be amazing. I would have loved to see that.
What? In my opinion, they need to make, like, another really good Western. Like a big, like, box office type Western movie. Because I don't know the last one that I've seen that was, like, actually good. Just, like, have a bounty hunter, like, I said that, well, I mean, I guess it was good, but I didn't really like it.
Django Unchained. I'm only gonna name Tarantino movies.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Well,
he likes Westerns, man.
Yeah, but that's more so, like, Django Unchained was more so, I'm talking, like, there's, like, 4 buildings and nothing but desert around type of Western.
You mean saloon type Wild Wild West stuff. Tumbleweed rolling across the street.
Like, the good, the bad, the ugly type Western.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
I think Tombstone was a Western like that. It's been so long since I've seen it. But
Tombstone, yeah. I only saw that because we watched it in film class. Not bad, though.
Yeah. What's his name is in it? Val Kilmer's in it.
Yeah, Doc Holliday.
Yeah. But anyways, so back to Justice League Warworld. Yeah, so Wonder Woman, she rolls up in this town and Jonah Hex is like, yeah, we could use somebody like you to, like, I don't know, help keep them hooligans over there in that little building at bay or whatever. And then these bunch of people roll through town and they start shooting at them and they kill the mom and the dad. And then the little girl almost gets killed. And Wonder Woman's like, oh, I'm Wonder Woman. Oh, but I don't know I'm Wonder Woman. And then she starts beating everybody up. And honestly, that was the last interesting. Oh, and then I guess she fell in love in like 10 minutes. What was that? What that was? Remember the guy who died?
Oh, not really. Dude, this sequence lost me pretty quickly, and it goes for like 30 minutes of the goddamn movie.
It was the longest one, I think. Well, no, I guess the Batman one was equally as long.
I was more interested in that one though, because like I was thrown off with the Jonah Hex thing, how his character was portrayed, because I hated it so much.
Yeah. And so then, like, I guess some music starts playing or something, and Wonder Woman goes through a portal. Is that what happened? I can't even.
Something like that, yeah. So she, you know, after her thing, she'll eventually find her way to Batman and Superman.
Yeah, and so, like...
When her character, like, design, like, completely changes at some point in this movie, too, doesn't it?
Isn't it in the Batman thing?
Yeah, okay, yeah, because... Yeah, that's right, yeah. She, like, looks more like Big Barda than, like, Wonder Woman.
Yeah. So we get to Batman, and he's fighting all these guys with a sword, with, for some reason, he's, like, shirtless, maybe some armor with long hair and a Batman mask. It's like, why? Why does he have the Batman mask? Like, I'm not saying it looked bad, but it was just.
I didn't like it either, because, like, he just took it off. Everyone knew his identity. I'm like, what's the point? What's the point of the mask then, Bruce?
Well, I mean, he didn't even know his own identity, so it's not like anybody else knew his identity. And then he meets this guy named, like,
Green Arrow's talking like he knows him, though.
Oh, is that who that was?
Yeah, that was Oliver with him.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, I'm not joking. That
was Warlord. Warlord was Oliver?
That's who was with Bruce? That's the character's name?
Yeah, Warlord?
Yeah, I guess so.
Teddy Sears, the guy who voiced him?
Does Teddy Sears voice him?
Yeah, that's who voiced Warlord.
I guess so, that's who. Was Warlord. These names it's so close to the subtitle of the movie.
I know.
I'm pulling up the cast list.
I did not know that was Oliver, but I ended up liking the character. So I guess the girl.
Oh wow! It doesn't even say it's Oliver in the credits.
No, it just says Warlord. That's why I didn't know that.
Why is he listed so low? He's in a good amount of the movie.
Yeah, Wonder Woman's like, isn't she the top billed person?
I'm not sure. I'm looking on Letterboxd and Jensen Ackles is listed first, but I'm assuming that's just because it's Batman.
On Google, it's the chick who voiced.
It felt like Wonder Woman was in most of this movie, so I think she should be.
Yeah, Wonder Woman was in the start, middle, and end. Like, she's in the entire thing. There was only a few minutes where she just wasn't really on screen.
I mean, I appreciate that Wonder Woman was in a lot of it. I just wish she didn't
fucking do anything.
Exactly. I wish her arc and her story were far more interesting and progressive. We still don't even know anything about this version of Wonder Woman, and we're about to have Crisis on Infinite Earths. How are we supposed to care about her?
I don't really think we are. I think all of these people are going to get slaughtered.
I hope Jensen Ackles doesn't, though. He's great.
Oh, no, I'm not.
What if they all get slaughtered and Jensen Ackles Batman's like, fuck, I'm the only one that survived. I'm just too skillful.
He just kills the Batman of another Earth and takes his spot. He kills the Batman of the Earth that sounds like this. He's like, hey, what's up, guys? I'm Batman. What's going on? And he just shoots him in the head, and he's like, I'll never use another gun. And then he's like, now I'm this Earth's Batman. And Superman's just like, Batman, you sound a little different. He's like, no, I don't. Leave me alone. No, I don't. I don't sound any different at all.
And after a couple days, Superman's like, man, Bruce, I don't know why you sound different, but I like you a lot more now.
Yeah, that other Batman sucked. But, yeah, so...
Or they could just kill Jensen Ackles Batman and then, just have Jensen Ackles play Batman in live action. A lot of people want that, and I would not be opposed to it. I don't think it'll be James Gunn's Batman, though, for anyone that's hoping for that.
You think they're going to go young?
Yeah, I think James Gunn has said they're going to go young, even though it doesn't really make sense to me since Damian is going to be that Robin, because I'm like, you need an older Batman in that case, because Batman usually doesn't even start until he's like mid-20s, and Damian's gonna be like 12 in this movie, so...
Jensen Ackles is only 45, like...
Yeah, so I think Jensen Ackles' age would make more sense than like a young 30s, since he's going to literally have a kid.
Jensen Ackles was in Smallville?
Yeah, he was, I only know this because I've listened to him on Michael Rosenbaum's podcast. He is the coach in one of the earlier seasons. He's like the football coach.
Yep, I remember that. Yep, I do remember that. Yep, okay. Once you said that, I was like, oh yeah, he was Clark's football coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I remember that.
I am too. Congratulations. That's your factoid of the day. Your Smallville factoid of the day. You're welcome, everyone. That you learned a little bit about Smallville now, which is
Smallville is going to become one of the regular occurring themes on the podcast. We brought it up like 2 weeks in a row now.
Yeah, just like the iCarly thing, everybody's going to be stuck with it. You know what else they're going to be stuck with? Somebody say. Okay, that's all I'm going to do.
Good.
But, yeah, so the Batman, I liked the Batman, and I guess it's Oliver Queen. Fuck, I guess. Yeah. I'm just gonna.
He looks exactly like he did in Green Lantern Beware My Powers. So even though the credits doesn't say it, that's fucking Oliver.
Okay, so you get Bruce and Batman, or you get Bruce and Oliver, and they go on this like Trek thing. Who do you know any of the other people that are with him? Who any of them are supposed to be? Or are they just, like...
I mean, we find out at the end that one of them was Martian Manhunter.
Oh, was he?
I think because, like, Martian Manhunter, they just kill him at the end. Remember?
They killed him?
Yes! There's a scene where he just fucking, like, dies. It's, like, the very end, like, where they are confronting Mongol.
Oh, he died?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure or vaporized. I don't know what happened to him. It's unclear, but since he's just gone, I'm assuming he died, yeah.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but like, the last thing I remember with Martian Manhunter, he was given that whole speech with him and he was mind controlling the White Martian.
Yeah, that was going on, and then like, Lobo's like, says something, and then like, Mongol just kills his ass.
Wow. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I must have stopped paying attention there towards the end, and I was really playing on my phone. I was probably playing Balloon Tower Defense 6, so, you know.
I'm beginning... I don't know, I'm so confused. This movie confuses me so much. This voice cast is confusing me even further. I'm starting to doubt whether that's Oliver or not, even though it looks exactly like him. Why does it not say in the cast, dude?
No idea.
They just knew this movie was bad, and they're like, nope, we can't credit any of these other than Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and Martian Manhunter, and Jonah Hex, because we don't show any of them.
Teddy Sears, isn't he the guy who played in The Flash? He was like one of the Flashes. He was supposed to be, what's his name?
Yeah, he was Zoom.
He was Zoom.
He was posing as Jake Garrick.
So Teddy Sears, yeah, that's who it was. He was posing as Jake Garrick. So Teddy Sears is not the voice actor for Oliver Queen and
no. Beware My Power, no. That's what's confusing me.
I don't know. Maybe it's supposed to. I don't know, man.
I don't know either, and like the Crisis on Infinite Earth scenes just kind of makes it more confusing, like because they don't ever explain anything.
You know, maybe this movie is too advanced for me and you.
Exactly. That might be it.
Jason X was over our heads. Maybe this is over our heads too.
You know what's not over my head though? Yu-Gi-Oh!
What? Oh, whoa. Yu-Gi-Oh!
That's not how it goes!
Oh. I thought that's how it went.
No.
How does it go?
It goes... Yu-Gi-Oh! And then it's like a bunch of instrumental.
Like that?
Yeah, kinda. You got it.
Cool. So Batman and Warlord go to this island who's like a magician or some shit. And did that dude not look like Ra's al Ghul?
Don't. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Was it not Ra's al Ghul?
I don't know.
Because
maybe.
Talia is in this movie, isn't she? No, wait, no. See, okay, I watched Harley Quinn yesterday. Today, because season 4 just came out. And Talia is in one of those episodes. So my Al Ghul, and also the Al Ghuls were in Batman the Doom that came to Gotham earlier this year. So like the Al Ghuls have been in a lot recently.
Well, I don't know. That guy looked like Ra's al Ghul, and he just pulls a 6-shooter out, and he's like, I'm a magician, but I'm gonna use a gun.
Oh no, that's not Ra's al Ghul. You're talking about the magic dude? No.
Yeah, that's what I was.
No, that's not Ra's al Ghul.
I thought he looked like a Ra's al Ghul. What was his name?
I have no idea, but he kind of looks like there's a episode of Batman the Animated Series called Prophecy of Doom. You can look this up. He looked like the magician from that episode. He looked like the villain of that episode. I forgot his name. But Batman the Animated Batman the Animated Series, Prophecy of Doom.
Oh, Prophecy. I was asking Deimos.
Wait, what?
Deimos. I think that was this guy's name.
Demoyas?
I think so.
Does it not list in the credits either? Or in the yeah?
Oh no, yes. Okay, it was Demoyas.
Demoyas.
That was it. That's who it was. That he's listed. The guy who voiced him. It's
Damien O'Hara.
Yeah, Damien O'Hara.
Oh, yeah. He's been in some Constantine stuff too. What did he voice in that?
Yeah, so this guy...
Oh, he was Chast, dude. He was Chast in City of Demons. That's like Constantine's best friend.
Oh, wait. Demoyas appeared in an episode of Justice League Unlimited entitled Chaos at the Earth.
Okay, yeah. He's the wizard from the fucking center of the earth or whatever. That episode, it wasn't one of my favorites, but that was like the episode with I remember Metallo. It was in it. I think Silver Banshee and like Supergirl and Green Lantern were like, yo, fuck this.
So in other media in 1982, several of the characters from Warlord series received action figures in a line called The Lost World of Warlord from Remco. Demoys was one of the figures alongside Warlord, Machis, the guy with like the ball on his hand, the black guy with the ball on his hand.
Yeah.
Rostov and Hercules. So.
Yeah, okay, so maybe...
I don't know.
If that guy wasn't Green Arrow, I don't know who it was, but maybe it wasn't Green Arrow, and maybe this stuff is all, I don't know. There's a Warworld comic, maybe a lot of it was drawn from that, and I just don't know, but I don't see the Warworld comic being this.
I don't know either. I don't know. This was all stupid.
Yeah, exactly my point.
Think about this again.
It's it might be my least favorite Justice League movie. Okay, the animated Justice League movie, at least.
I would rather watch Justice League 2017 over this.
But yeah, okay, I might agree actually.
Because at least that, they got the stupid little jokes every now and again.
Yeah.
And they got the one... Oh no, wait, that was Batman v Superman, wasn't it?
What?
The one hallway fight scene.
Hallway?
Or not the hallway, the warehouse fight scene.
Oh yeah, that's Batman. Dude, that scene is sick. That is Batman v Superman. It's like my favorite live action superhero scene. Fight scene.
I don't know. I would still much rather watch Justice League 2017 over watching this again.
Yeah, I would rather watch every Justice League movie over this one. I can't think of one that I like less.
So yeah, they get in like this like shootout with this wizard who apparently has all these magical abilities and the ability to turn into a snake, but they're just like, he's just like, no, I'm gonna use this 6-shooter. I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
Shoot you out.
I thought that was very weird.
Yeah. And then Wonder Woman's just chained to a throne. I think that was Wonder Woman.
He turns into a giant snake, and then he just gets shot in the head too.
Yeah, that's how he died. All the swords.
Why did the wizard have a gun in the first place? And second of all, he died by getting shot by his own gun. What the fuck?
Yeah, and all the swords and axes, like the axe that Warlord carried in after he chopped off the big, like, what are those things called? Minotaur or whatever?
Oh, yeah.
The ox-looking thing. after he chopped off that thing's head with its axe or whatever, he uses it on the snake and it just breaks. All the swords and stuff they tried to use on him break, but a gun just goes through his head.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? And the gun didn't go through his head; the bullet did.
Or yeah, the bullet. Just goes through his head.
I know.
That just really emphasizes, I guess, never bring a sword to a gunfight, because you're gonna hit me with a sword. Guess what's gonna happen? It's gonna shatter. But your bullet, yeah, it'll go straight through my head. So
that's how logic works.
Yeah, and then so Batman and Wonder Woman both disappear. And then we're in this, like, world without color. It looks like a 1950s, like, detective novel thing, where Superman is now a detective. And first off, would it not make more sense to put Superman in the Middle-earth thing and to make Batman the fucking detective?
It would, but I don't know if they were going for something different or what. I probably honestly enjoyed this bit more than the rest.
Me too. I thought this one was and I kind of zoned out at this one because I was so just done with this. I was over
You were
this.
still trying to figure out what this movie was?
I was trying to figure out if that was actually Batman or like who that was.
Oh, okay.
In the previous, like, I'm like, was that? What the fuck is going on? I was so confused going into this one. But okay, hear me out. You could deep in this little, like, what were they in? The mine deal that Martian Manhunter had them in? You could take Superman's powers and, like, knock them down to almost non-existent. Okay? And you could put him in that world with Warlord and all the other guys and Wonder Woman and stuff. And you could make Batman the detective. Because it would make so much sense for Batman to figure out that, you know, something's going on here as the detective, rather than him just being another guy in the scene who figures it all out and just explains it to Wonder Woman and Clark, you know?
Yeah.
Because that's what ends up
I
happening.
see what you're saying.
Batman figures it out anyway. Superman was basically useless.
Batman just figures it out anyway, yeah.
I'm not even fucking wrong. That's what happens. He just figures it out.
Yeah, I know.
We're focused on Superman, but Batman figures the shit out. That something's going on. The chase scene was probably my favorite thing. So Wonder Woman appears in this diner, and then all the people in the diner. So it's like some alien spaceship crashed or something, and Superman is like an FBI detective with some guy. I don't remember who it was. Agent Faraday, I think. Oh, that was Frank Grillo who voiced him. Wasn't he in Arrow?
Frank Grillo?
Yeah. Yeah. I can't say names.
Frank Grillo was Crossbones in Captain America.
That's who he was. Yeah, he was Crossbones. For some reason, I was thinking he was in Arrow. Who was the guy who played Slade Wilson in Arrow?
Oh, who the fuck? What was his name?
I don't think that was his name.
Manu Bennett.
Oh, yeah. They kind of look the same.
Yeah, I guess.
I watched the first Purge, and I remember this guy in it.
The Purge? I hate that movie. It sucks.
I like the idea. I just don't think the movies are very good.
Yeah, the first one was so boring. I'm glad it was short, because otherwise I don't know if I would have got through it.
Yeah, I'm not saying any of them are good. I just like the idea.
Ethan Hawke, that guy's got an interesting resume, I tell you what.
Ethan Hawke?
Yeah, he was in the first Purge, wasn't he? Or are you talking about, like, the first Purge, like the movie The First Purge? I forgot that was the title of the
Purge,
movie.
2013.
Okay, that's what I thought you were talking about. Yeah, Ethan Hawke's the main character in that.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, no.
Yeah, he's the dad.
I don't know these guys. Some of these guys. Oh, yeah. I didn't know his name. I forgot his name.
Wow, you don't know Ethan Hawke's name? Did you ever watch Sinister, by the way? I remember you asking me about that one day.
No, because it's scary.
It's good, though. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Hey, another Ethan Hawke horror movie I'd recommend.
The Black Phone.
Yes. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I've been meaning to watch that one, too.
I need to rewatch it. Like, I saw it in theaters, and it was a lot better than I expected, to be honest.
Oh, Ethan Hawke's in The Glass Onion.
Yeah, he's in one scene of Glass Onion. He's literally in, like, a minute and a half of the movie.
Oh, did you know he's also in Doctor Strange?
No, I did not.
Yeah. You want to know who he was?
Who was he?
You don't have any guesses?
In Doctor Strange, the first one?
The first Doctor Strange. The Doctor Strange.
I don't remember, like, any characters in that movie.
You don't remember,
I remember Mads Mikkelsen, that's all
I was about to say, you don't remember Mads Mikkelsen in that movie?
I don't.
Well,
I don't.
His name doesn't. Whoever he played doesn't come up, so it's.
Oh wow!
It's undetermined who he played. So if you know who Doctor Strange, Ethan Hawke played in Doctor Strange, put it in a comment because I don't know and I don't care to actually go find out.
So that's why you were asking me. Wow, I see.
Yeah. Yeah. Ethan Hawke was also in The Purge Anarchy as well.
The Purge Anarchy is in the second one as well? That's crazy.
It's funny on Google. It's not even showing that he was in 2013.
That's
Purge.
insane. Is it showing anyone was in the 2013 Purge?
No. I'm just looking like at his movies, and it shows like he was in obviously the Purge Anarchy. It shows Knives Out. He's in it. It shows he's in a Hamlet movie from 2000. Shows, he was in a movie called Tesla in 2020. Sinister. Lord of War. 24 Hours to Live. Glass Onion.
The Purge 2013. Ethan Hawke. James Sandon.
Oh, right there. Okay, it's in the middle of the pack. My bad. I kept looking at the Magnificent Seven. It comes up right next to it.
He's in the Magnificent Seven?
You said he had an interesting resume, and you're not even believing the movies that he's in.
No, I've seen that movie. I don't remember him in that.
He's Goodnight. What's that character's name?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Goodnight
since
Robic or some shit like that.
Dog, I saw that movie in theaters, and I haven't seen it since.
Oh, well, he's Goodnight somebody. So he's the second billed person on Google, anyways.
Who's the first? Chris Pratt?
No,
he's third.
Denzel Washington.
Chris Pratt's third. Yeah, I knew it. Speaking of Chris Pratt, Parks and Recreation's pretty good. Moneyball's pretty good.
Ooh, those are pretty good movies. Guardians of the Galaxy's pretty good.
One was a show, but yeah.
Yeah. Who cares?
Hey.
Anyways.
Yeah, do you want to go ahead and wrap this up?
Yeah, so there was this cool chase scene where Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman are all in a car, and Wonder Woman's like out the back glass, like beating the shit out of those white Martians or whatever they're supposed to be. And then Batman's like, he's like, look at the glove box. There's a flare gun in there. And so Superman pulls out the flare gun, and he's like, we're going to do some damage to this tanker truck, and you're going to shoot the flare, and it's going to blow up the tanker truck. And Superman's like, how do you know that? And Batman kind of looks at him. He's like, I don't know. I was like, okay, that's kind of funny. I laughed at that. I don't think it was supposed to be funny, but I laughed at that. And then they blow up the tanker truck, and then they look at who was supposedly the big bad, and then Agent Faraday shows up. He's like, kill him! And they're like, no, we're not going to kill him because he doesn't even look like the other ones. And yeah, and then turns out that all the Justice League had been captured by Lobo, of all people. Lobo might have been one of the best parts of this movie just because he's acting like a complete moron. Do you agree?
You said Lobo was one of the best parts?
Yeah, because of just the things that he's saying.
Oh, yeah, I mean, probably. He's definitely one of the more entertaining aspects of the movie.
That's maybe that's what I meant to say. He's one of the more entertaining aspects because he's like, oh god, here we go again with this story. He's like, going to tell the story again. I was like, okay, that's kind of funny. Like, and then it turns out that he captured him, and then Mongols, beating up a Martian Manhunter, and then the Justice League shows up, and he's like, I thought I told you to kill them. And Lobo's like, kill them? I thought you said free them. And it turns out Lobo just wanted Warworld for himself, I guess. And then he was telling everybody that they should be thanking him because he implemented all these backdoor features for everybody to find their way out. And then Martian Manhunter's like, well, yeah, but who do you think made you think that? And then Lobo just kind of stopped.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, oh, man.
I like that. Martian Manhunter's like, yeah, but guess what?
Yeah, and then the big showdown happens, and I don't remember what happens after that. What happened at the end?
Whatever the machine is that's in the room they're in, like, goes off and it sets up Crisis, basically. That's basically all the ending is.
That was it. That's it. I don't really think this movie has any redeeming qualities.
It doesn't. It's not really needed. Like, what's the point of this, like, amnesia written story where no one knows who they are until near the end, and then they're like, oh,
also, how
costumes.
dare you call this a Justice?
Yeah.
How dare you call this a Justice League movie when the Justice League doesn't actually get together till like right before the third act, which is fine, but they're all individually. They don't even know who they are.
Yeah, exactly. This
They're
feels
just kinda
like
walking around.
it's a way worse version of like Justice League: A New Frontier, because that's like the Justice League isn't really together until before the third act, but they know who they are, and each individual chapter is just like focusing on a separate member of the Justice League. And
and how they get to the Justice League.
Yeah,
whereas
exactly.
This is like, these are established heroes who don't even know who they are and aren't using the things that make us like them.
Also, I'm pretty sure like the last shot of A New Frontier is like the cover of Justice League #1. So it's literally a movie that's like the build up to the Justice League, and it's a movie about the formation of the Justice League, and it's done well.
Yeah, it's cool.
And Justice League War is that too, but it's not as good.
I like Justice League War. I would watch Justice League War 100 times before I ever watch this again.
I agree. I'd watch A New Frontier over both of them. Do you want to go ahead and give this a grade? Do you want to grade this movie on would you ever watch it again?
I have a better grade.
Okay, yeah. What's your grade?
How many Warworld doors would you go through to see this movie again?
None.
I would just kill myself if I got pushed through a door. And once I got to the other side, I would just be like, I give up, and then just find a cliff and jump off. So I guess 0 as well.
You know
we
that
give it
scene
0 Warworld doors.
You know that scene in
out of 3. Because wasn't there 3? 0 Warworld doors out of 3.
You give it 0 Warworld doors out of 3?
Yes.
Yeah, I would agree. I give it 0 out of 3 Warworld doors. You know the scene in It where like they have to choose a door, like scary, very scary, and not scary at all, or whatever?
Yes.
It's like that, and if you do have to choose a door, you just don't. You just hang yourself.
Yeah. Actually, what's behind the very scary door in It is this movie. It's like, it's Justice League Warworld!
Yeah, or if he's trying to trick you, it'd be behind the not scary at all one. So when you go in, it's actually very scary.
Like, oh wow, this is gonna be a cool Western Justice League movie. Oh, it's Jonah Hex! Jonah Hex, what are you doing? And then you just freak out and you live in a world of torment.
Oh, so the world we live in now.
Yes. You know,
how wonderful. Hey, okay, so. Alright, so Andrew.
Yo.
Let's go ahead and rank these Tomorrowverse movies. We got 5 tiers right here that we decided before this.
Hell yeah.
So we got G for goated, S for super good, A for alright, C for could barely watch this, and damn, this is terrible.
Wow. You sure were harsh with these. Why did you come up with these like this? My goodness.
That alphabet makes a lot of sense, if you ask me.
Thank you. Oh, wait. Yes.
You're welcome.
And we're ranking the Tomorrowverse. Okay, well, this will be pretty easy for me, seeing how I've seen 2 1/4 of these movies.
Hey, I think it's only fitting that we start with the most recent one and the one we just talked about for almost an hour, Justice League Warworld.
Put that baby up there in G for goated. Let's go.
Okay, damn, this is terrible. It is.
Oh, that's a good. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, that's a very good spot for it.
Yeah.
Explain to me, what made this movie so bad, in your opinion?
You see, it's very boring. And
I would have just said everything, because that about sums it up.
yeah, that too. That as well.
Yeah.
So I guess we can just go in reverse order because, fuck it. Legion of Superheroes. Okay, another one you've seen. So, I think it's better than Justice League Warworld. I'll give it that much. I can't really say much else to benefit it, though.
I think the beginning is what's, in my opinion, is the best part of this movie.
I agree. I like the beginning. I like the first 10 minutes. It's pretty good.
Yeah, where they're like on Krypton, and then, they show Kara beating up Solomon Grundy and stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, I think the C for could barely watch this. I think that's a good tier for it.
Okay. Okay. I wouldn't be opposed to A for alright, but we can go for C.
I don't know. In my opinion, that Brainiac Supergirl thing, that may happen, like in comics and stuff, but the way they just forced it, just like that, they went from hating each other to like being in love in like minutes. So that's another reason that I'm just like,
yeah, okay. Fair enough. You convinced me. I don't care about the movie enough to fight for it. So,
fight for it.
Green Lantern, Beware My Power. You have not seen this one, but based on what you know, based on what I've said, where would you place this movie?
So, since they did my man Sinestro so dirty, and I know nothing else about it, but I also do know Green Arrow's in this movie.
Yeah, you learned that today.
I learned that just today.
Or, no, I don't know. I don't know if I ever mentioned it to you before this.
I don't really remember you mentioning that Green Arrow was in this movie, so you may have said it, but I don't remember it. So I don't know. I would be. I feel like it belongs in between C for could barely watch this and damn, this is terrible.
Okay, I agree. Between one of those two, do you care where it goes?
Yeah. No, you get to make the final decision. Where are you going to put it?
Oh,
drum roll, please. My drum roll's fucking fading.
Hey, I'm gonna go for can barely watch this, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Behind.
It's not as bad as Warworld, so I don't want to insult it too much, but it is not that good. Yeah, it's behind Legion of Superheroes, though. I think I like Legion more.
Yeah. I would agree for a movie that I never watched.
All right, now, since we're going in reverse order of when they came out, Batman The Long Halloween. So, you've seen part 1 of this, right? That's what you've said?
I've seen part 1. I feel like since you're probably the biggest Batman fan I know, and if you said it's the best movie since Gotham by Gaslight, I think you said?
The best,
I would,
at least a Batman movie, yeah.
Yeah, I would say...
Yeah, probably the best movie, because whichever was first, Death of Superman or Gotham by Gaslight, or whichever was last, like, Long Halloween was probably the best one since that.
I would say you could put it wherever you feel like. I'll let you be the bad guy here. And I just won't have an opinion. And I'll just support you.
Okay, so... Since this is just I'm just gonna go for G for goated. Screw it. I like this movie a lot.
We went straight for the G for goated. Is that enough amazement for people?
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Okay, you wrote in my script. It said, "I'm really amazed when I put it in G for goated." So hopefully I fulfilled that portion.
Oh yes, the script I wrote for you.
Yes.
Yeah, well, Batman The Long Halloween, yeah, it's one of the best. It's like the only movie in this continuity that I would even go as far to say is great. But on to Justice Society, not League. Justice Society World War II. Andrew, what do you think about this movie?
Well, seeing how this may or may not, no way, this is the movie that I possibly have seen, but I don't remember if I have seen. So I didn't even count it in the 2.25. But from what I know about it, Wonder Woman is in this movie.
She is.
The Flash is in this movie.
2 Flashes are in this movie.
2 Flashes are in that movie. Hawkman gets done dirty.
That's true.
And there's some dude named like Hourglass or some stupid
Hour
shit
Man.
like that. Yeah, that's even fucking dumber. So
He's always been a member of the Justice Society.
I don't care. He's stupid. Everybody who's ever been Hour Man is dumb too. So take that.
Okay.
I don't know. I'd put it at A for all right.
I agree with this. I think it's slightly better than these 2 we got in C for Could Barely Watch This. But not by too much. It's still... I don't think it's bad, but it's just... I don't know. The story's kind of bland for me.
Yeah. And for everybody who's just listening and not watching this, just so you know, there's still a tier between the Long Halloween and Justice Society. So if anybody's thinking that, you just put a movie below the Long Halloween, no, there's still a whole nother tier there, which is S for super good. Which is where Superman will go, because he has super in his name.
Exactly, and I actually do kind of dig Superman Man of Tomorrow. I think a lot of the emotional beats actually hit in that movie, and they were handled pretty well. I think Lobo was better in Man of Tomorrow than he was in Warworld. I mean, he was still like one of the best parts of Warworld, to be honest, but he's better in Man of Tomorrow. And characters just don't feel as wasted in that movie either. It feels like every character in that movie actually serves a purpose and they matter, which is something they've lost since that in Long Halloween.
Which weren't those the first 2? Oh, no, wait. They weren't the first 2 movies. Long Halloween was the 3rd one?
Yeah. Justice Society World War II was between Superman and Batman.
I mean, did they really waste anybody in Justice Society?
No, not really. The story was just not my thing. And it's fine since it was like an alternate world, but I don't know, it's kind of stupid that Hawkman died in that movie. The way he died was stupid, I should say. It's not stupid that they killed him, it's just how they did it.
So you want to review your tier list here?
Do I want to review my tier list? So in G for Goated, we got Batman The Long Halloween, both parts included. And S for Super Good, we got Superman Man of Tomorrow. A for Alright, Justice Society World War II. And C for Could Barely Watch This, we got Legion of Superheroes and Green Lantern Beware My Power. The only tier that even includes more than one movie. And in Damn, This Is Terrible, we got the most recent installment, Justice League Warworld. What the fuck was that movie? That's what the subtitle should have been.
Yes. It should have been Justice League, Warworld. What the fuck's going on? Question mark. Who am I? Question mark, question mark, question mark. That should have been just everything. In the first trailer, it should have just been 45 seconds, and it slaps up who, and it stays there for a few seconds, and then it just says, and stays there for a few more seconds. And then the last thing is just a bunch of question marks all over the screen. That would have been the best trailer for it.
Who am I? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Yes.
Yeah, that should have been the title of the movie, though. Justice League, Who Am I? But that's the tier list. That's the ranking as of now. That's the definitive Tomorrowverse ranking.
Yes, now we're going to rank all of your tier lists.
All of my tier list?
Yes.
I don't have very many.
Are you ready?
No, I said, are you ready? Are you ready for SummerSlam, Andrew?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready for SummerSlam. It's the biggest party of the summer.
That it is.
Get ready for SummerSlam? Instead of doing what I said we were going to do a couple weeks ago, where I outright lied and said something about, I don't know, what we're going to watch every SummerSlam, or whatever dumb shit I said.
As if we had even had enough time to watch every SummerSlam.
We picked 5. Wait, how many matches did we pick? 7?
7.
We picked 7 matches through the years. Most of them fall in like what we would consider probably our golden era of wrestling when we used to watch it like every single night it was on. Like, do you remember watching Superstars?
Superstar? I remember Superstars, but I don't think I ever really watched it. I do remember watching Main Event, though.
Oh, okay. See, so, and a lot of the matches, I guess, are kind of from that era.
Yeah.
So, we picked 7 matches. I guess we'll leave the 7 matches a surprise. We're going to watch those, and then SummerSlam, which is next Saturday. Are you ready for next Saturday, August the
5th?
Yeah, August 5th. Woo, look at me go.
Are you ready for... We're doing 7 matches. It's the 7-year anniversary of Suicide Squad, a movie we've done a commentary on in the past.
I don't know how you pulled that out of your ass, but congratulations on somehow making that connection. That was impressive. Wow.
I just remember release dates, man. They just stick in the head.
Well, I'm glad that sticks there. But
one of the only things.
But we have picked, like I said, we picked 7 matches, and we're gonna watch them, then go through them, and I guess what are we gonna do? We're gonna rank. What are we gonna do? I don't even remember. I already said what we were gonna do, but I forgot what we were gonna do.
We can
rank them, I think.
We can rank all 7 if you want, but what you were saying was just pick the top 5 and throw the other 2 in as honorable mentions. But we're gonna watch all 7, so I mean we can rank all 7.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, fuck it, I don't care. We can just whatever we remember on the
top 7 SummerSlam. I mean, top 5 SummerSlam matches is definitely a better title, though. So
yeah, so we'll just do that.
Yeah, exactly.
And like I said, we just picked matches. We went through and looked at what people consider like some of the greatest, and then we threw some in there that like we really enjoyed.
And most of the ones we had were on that list too that we were looking at anyway.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah, I don't think we picked one that wasn't on the list, honestly.
I don't think we did
Before we even looked at it. Before we ever even looked at it, we had a couple that we wanted to throw in there. And those, I'm pretty sure all of those ended up on there. And there was like 50 or something matches on there. It was like top 50.
Top 50.
So
should
we're going to do that?
Yeah, should we say the 7 we're doing?
Yeah, I guess we can.
Hey.
It doesn't matter.
Okay. So, what's the earliest one we're doing? SummerSlam 1991. Bret Hart versus Mr. Perfect for the Intercontinental title.
That's going to be a good one. I think that is the earliest one we got. If you want to go in chronological order, the next would be TLC 1.
Oh, yeah.
It's not the triangle. What was it? What was that first match called? The triangle ladders
match?
And chairs match. Yeah, that was technically, I guess, the first TLC match ever. But this one was called TLC 1, and that was the whole selling point for it.
It was just a ladder match, wasn't it? The one at WrestleMania 2000 is just a ladder match, and they used tables and chairs.
Yeah, and they called it like a triangle, like maybe because it was a triple threat. That's why they called it that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, and the Edge and Christian had the chairs, the Dudleys had the tables, and the Hardys obviously had the ladders, and that's probably where they got that's why everything else got incorporated and they made the TLC. But then
it's funny that the main concept of the match is to climb a ladder and retrieve the titles. And the ladders is supposed to be the Hardy specialty, but they never won any of these fucking matches.
Stop spoiling stuff. Some people may not have seen TLC 1. They want to be surprised who wins.
My apologies.
Yeah, asshole. Next in the
it's Shawn Michaels versus Hulk Hogan.
Yes.
From SummerSlam 2005.
Yeah, I don't think that one was on the list, but I wanted to watch it because
I've seen this match before, but I definitely need to rewatch it. It's yeah, you if you've never seen it, I think it's worth watching just for Sean's selling. It's ridiculous.
And he did it because
it's insane.
He was so pissed at Hogan. So
yeah, because he wouldn't put anyone over.
Yeah, and Hogan's like what in his late 50s at that point.
Yeah, getting ready to retire.
Yeah, retire and go to Impact.
Yeah,
but
God.
So then it would have been Undertaker versus Edge, I think.
Yep, SummerSlam 2008.
Yep, and the Hell in a Cell match for the World Heavyweight Championship, wasn't it?
No, it was not for a title. So this is their first match after the TLC match at One Night Stand in 2008, where if Undertaker lost, he would be fired from the company or released by the company. Undertaker lost because of a lot of interference, but then Vicky Guerrero reinstated Edge because he made out with Alicia Fox before their wedding, and then, they didn't get married. She reinstated The Undertaker. So yeah, it's kind of just, I guess it's their big rubber match of 2008 because they had their WrestleMania match, then they had a Backlash and Judgment Day match, but those were both no contests. They ended it in double countouts or whatever. And I don't remember how the Judgment Day one ended, but the WrestleMania match, then the TLC match at One Night Stand, then they had this Hell in a Cell match to cap off the rivalry.
Then you said that was 2008?
Yeah.
So then in the summer of 2009, we had the main event where it was Jeff Hardy versus CM Punk in a TLC match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Once again, this match was referred to as Jeff Hardy's match, and he did not win again. But something cool happens at the end, so if you've never seen it, I'd go watch it. You might be surprised at the end. Then, if we keep the order, we have Brock Lesnar versus John Cena in 2012?
2014.
14. 12 is when Lesnar came back. That's right.
12, he came back after WrestleMania 28. He faced John Cena at Extreme Rules 2012. But he was in the main event of SummerSlam 2012, but he was in a match against Triple H.
Yes, I remember that one. Yeah.
Brock Lesnar has main evented SummerSlam so much, dude.
Yeah, he probably, Seth Rollins is the only Grand Slam champion of the modern era, and he has won all of his titles he won at SummerSlam.
Wait, what? All his titles he won at SummerSlam. He didn't win the WWE title at SummerSlam.
It's the WWE Universal title now.
Oh yeah, since they since they made it one title, he's technically okay, I got you.
Yeah,
since he won the Universal Championship, he won the Universal title from Brock at SummerSlam one year, 2019, I think.
Maybe. He won the Universal. He won the tag team titles with Dean. He won the IC title, and he won the US title as well, I'm pretty sure. That makes him a Grand Slam champion of the modern era.
I knew he was a Grand Slam champion. I didn't know he won, I didn't know he's won so many title matches at SummerSlam.
Yeah, he's probably got an undefeated streak. Who knows?
You know who he's never beaten at SummerSlam, though?
Roman Reigns.
Finn Balor. With how much they're pushing the Judgment Day, I won't be surprised if Finn wins. And I won't be surprised if Damian doesn't cash in either.
I don't think Damian will cash in at SummerSlam. I think we'll see Damian. I think Jay and Roman are going to have one hell of a match. And
dude, I am so ready for that match, dude. Jay has been putting in work.
Dude, he has. But I think Damian's going to run down there, and I think Jay may save Roman. But not because for any reason other than he wants Roman himself. I think that would be why.
Oh, do you mean like Roman
You know?
beats Jay and then like Damian comes to
Yes,
cash in and Jay saves him?
Yeah, and Jay saves he like super kicks Damian before he ever cashes in.
I wouldn't even be upset if Jay fucking wins.
Man, a lot of people really want Jey Uso to win.
I want him. See, the thing is, I want him to be a world champion, but like, it makes the most sense for him to dethrone Roman. Like, who the fuck cares about Cody dethroning Roman? Like, Cody's story has nothing to do with Roman. Jay's story for the past 3.5 goddamn years has had to do with Roman.
I don't think so. You know, when Roman Reigns appears on SmackDown, viewership goes up by like 60% or something like that.
I believe that.
It was like Roman Reigns appeared on SmackDown, and they apparently blew AEW out of the water in ratings.
Damn.
Like, it was insane. Like, it was like 600,000 or something like that for AEW, like both of their shows. And SmackDown alone had like 1.2 million viewers.
Holy shit.
So even if you combined like both, and that was this last week when Roman showed up, or whatever SmackDown was like, the return of Roman Reigns. It's like, yeah, he returns like every 2 weeks, so whatever. But I don't think they would dethrone Roman at SummerSlam. I think they've built him up too much now that he has to be dethroned at WrestleMania. I don't think they can dethrone him at SummerSlam. I know it's one of the big four.
But no, think of this though. The tribal chief, like, persona of Roman started at SummerSlam 3 years ago. And it started with Jay 3 years ago. Ends at SummerSlam, ends with Jay.
With Jay being the tribal chief again? Or with Jay becoming the tribal chief?
I don't care if they keep the tribal chief thing after this. I just want Jay to fucking get the title.
But my only thing is, what if they abandon this head of the table Roman Reigns thing, and then they just like go back to the big dog or something stupid like that?
I don't think they should do that. I feel like whenever Roman does drop it, he's gonna take a break though. I feel like he's gonna be gone for a few months.
I 100% believe he might be gone for like a year.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
He'll go film a movie or hang out with his family, which he deserves a break. Man has put the company on his back.
Yeah, especially since like Cena stepped away, like Roman stepped the fuck up big time.
Yeah.
And especially with like Orton being injured and a lot of top guys being out, like Roman and Seth have been those two guys. So it's fitting that they're both champs.
Yeah. Seth Rollins is like, let's see.
He's
Shawn
like,
Michaels,
I was about to say, he's like the modern day Shawn Michaels.
But like Shawn Michaels was technically the face of the WWE.
One time, I guess, in the like late 90s.
Yeah.
But mid to late 90s.
Yeah, because Hogan was gone at that point, and so Shawn was the guy, and I guess there really wasn't anybody near Shawn.
Brett.
Yeah, but you can't compare Roman to Brett. Brett the Hitman Hart was not like Roman Reigns in terms of draw. Roman Reigns has the name behind him. Brett the Hitman Hart had the ability.
I mean, Bret Hart got that name eventually.
No. I'm not saying. I'm saying like in that time span though. Like if you said Bret Hart was going to appear on SmackDown or Raw or something, or everybody was going to be like, "Oh, Bret Hart's going to be on. I got to tune in." But you say Roman Reigns.
I think you could have said that about Bret Hart in like 1996.
Okay, whatever. Then
I mean, SmackDown wasn't a thing then.
Well, then you would have to flip the comparison because Seth would be the Bret Hart and Roman would be the Shawn because Shawn was the face. Roman is the face. I don't care. Seth Rollins is amazing. He's probably one of my favorite modern day performers. He was my favorite member of the Shield. And yes. So take that. By the way, there was one more match at Charlotte versus Sasha Banks in 2016 for the women's title.
Yeah, and I don't know if we said the Brock versus Cena thing was for the WWE World Heavyweight title, but it is.
Oh, yeah, it's for the WWE World Heavyweight title. So, there you go. Those are the matches, so be prepared for us to have a lot of tangents and a lot of opinions. That'll be a 6.5-hour episode, so be ready.
Probably we'll be talking about wrestling, and that always goes in multiple directions.
I don't even know what's going to happen when we get to the TLC match.
Which
That's
one?
That's just going to be too much, because, we have... Oh, TLC 1. Because we'll have the Dudleys, Edge and Christian, and the Hardys.
Okay.
It's guaranteed that I'm going to go on a Jeff Hardy tangent. You're probably going to talk about Edge for 20 minutes and his rivalry with The Undertaker. We're both going to talk about...
We're both going to talk about different superstars before we talk about them later on in another match again.
Yes. Very much so. We won't talk about the Dudley because I don't think either one of us hate the Dudleys, but I don't think either one of us really... Oh, no, we'll probably talk about Bully Ray.
Bully Ray?
I know that's an Impact. Yeah.
Oh, in Impact? Yeah, I like that whole thing, though.
He's back in Impact. I'm pretty sure.
What? Dude, why is he not retired?
I don't know. I saw a match card. It may have been an old one, but it said Bully Ray versus somebody. I don't remember who it was, but it was the same match card that I saw Fandango versus Santino.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Santino.
Yeah. Santino
And
Marella.
Bully Ray was on that card, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I don't know why I was blanking on his name.
You remember that one time Mickie James was signed to Impact and she just showed up in the Women's Royal Rumble? As the Impact Women's
really
Champion?
Cool. Yeah, that was really cool at WWE. Yeah, and she had her hardcore cut. Oh,
yeah.
Hardcore country.
We watched that at your house because that started playing. I'm like, What the hell? And you're like, that's Mickie James.
Yeah,
and I was like, why does she have the Impact title, dude? What is going on?
They announced her too. They said, and heading to the ring is the current Impact Knockouts champion or something like that.
Dude, it's so weird.
Mickie James, and I was like, what?
It's so weird that like AEW does that shit all the time, and WWE like that's the only like exception they've ever made.
Yeah, well, you know who Chelsea Green is, though.
Chelsea Green!
I just know she's like in a tag team with Sonya Deville. I don't really know her.
Okay, well, also the announcer, Samantha, what's her name? Samantha Johnson, I think is her name.
No idea, dude. I haven't known like a ring announcer since motherfucking like Lillian Garcia, dude. I don't know any of their names. They replaced them too much.
I'll send you some clips of Samantha. She is amazing. Like the way she like gets into it and stuff, and when she's announcing, she is the best. Like she's awesome. A lot of people don't like her because she goes a little bit like too like when she announces Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green, she'll be like, heading to the ring is the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green. And a lot of people don't like that, but I think it's fucking hilarious. I love that she does that. But anyways, Chelsea Green is married to Zack Ryder, Matt Cardona.
Oh, okay.
And Matt Cardona has been showing up to all these indie shows carrying the WWE Women's Tag Team title.
Wait, did they win them?
Yeah. Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green.
They beat Liv and Raquel?
Yeah, Raquel is going in a match against
Rhea
Ripley.
I knew that, but I didn't know they lost the tag titles.
Yeah, it was because of Rhea, I'm pretty sure. She beat the fuck out of Raquel.
Dude, that should be a good match, though. Rhea versus Raquel. That's going to be two bigger women going at it. Like, two, like, strong women.
Yeah, and they always like to flex their shoulders and stuff.
Yeah, I don't see Rhea losing because, like, they've done so much to show her, like, physicality through the past year or two, especially with the Judgment Day, like, how she just stands up to, like, any male superstar that's fucking there. She does not give a fuck. Like, she's just stood, like, to Seth Rollins' face and been like, yo, come at me.
I stand by the fact that I think Rhea Ripley is the leader of the Judgment Day.
She should be, dude. That's why I want Finn just to be done with the Judgment Day, because I'm like, just make Rhea the leader. It would be better if she's the best member. Her and Dominic are the best thing about that group.
Well, I mean,
she's the champion. She was the first one to be champion.
Yeah, I would say that, her and Dominic are amazing together. But, like, Damian Priest and Finn Balor aren't slouches. Like, they're just as good.
I just don't...
Like, they're amazing.
I just don't think it serves Finn, like, at all.
The problem...
I don't think it adds anything to him. Like, it doesn't add anything to his character, really.
No.
Like, he's been putting on great matches still, but Finn's always been a great wrestler.
Yeah, I agree, but it's just Finn gets lost in the shuffle, because for some reason they just don't put him at the top. And they don't put him in, like, rivalries against top guys for some reason. Like, if Finn leaves the Judgment Day, he'll get dropped down the card to, like, the mid-card, which is fine. But it's like, Finn Balor doesn't need to be in the mid-card.
No.
If like, Seth Rollins gets hurt, first guy they would call up probably would be Drew McIntyre to take the World Heavyweight Championship. And in my opinion, the first guy they should call up to take it should be Finn Balor. But they would call up like Brock Lesnar, or they'd be like, hey, we need you to show up and hold this title and not show up anymore. They would call him, they would call like I said, like Drew McIntyre or somebody else. I don't know what happened to Bobby Lashley. I don't know
where Bobby's been either, dude. I'm like, what did happen to Bobby?
The brand split is I'm getting so sick and tired of that shit. Keep to the brand split. Stop having people show up wherever the fuck they want. And it's the Judgment Day that's doing it. And I get it, they're a faction, they don't follow the rules. Keep that a fucking rule. No matter what.
Okay, no, I
stay on the brands they're on.
I can get it, like, right now with the Judgment Day, though, since a Priest is Money in the Bank. Like, I think if you're holding the Money in the Bank briefcase, you should be able to show up wherever the fuck you want to, because you can cash that thing in anytime on any champion. Otherwise, I don't think you should get a free pass, no.
Yeah, you say that, though, but, like, fucking Io Sky has not been off of SmackDown.
Okay, well, what I'm saying is, like, like, when Edge, like, even though he cashed in on The Undertaker, he was a Raw superstar, so no one was expecting that shit.
No, I get that. But did Edge show up on SmackDown every week? No. Yeah, okay, I guess what you're saying, yeah. I think on occasion it's fine, but yeah, every week is exhausting. Like, Roman Reigns cuts a promo and he's like, yeah, nobody can challenge me or something like that. And then Judgment Day's music hits and Damian Priest walks out and cuts a promo.
Yeah.
And it's like, then you're like, oh shit, I forgot Damian Priest could do that. But why is just Rhea Ripley and Dominic showing up in NXT?
Dude, I could see, I know everyone's expecting Priest to, like, cash in on Seth or whoever the world champion is. But, like, imagine Roman loses the Universal title to, like, say if Jay doesn't, he loses it to Cody at Mania. Imagine Priest cashes in Money in the Bank on Cody. Do you know how big and monumental of a hill you would make that guy?
Oh, yeah. You would probably main event him to, like, Seth Rollins status almost immediately.
Yeah, like, I would be mad if they did that. And then, like, just... Because I would love to see a feud between Cody and Damian, honestly. I think they could put on some good-ass matches.
I mean, fuck, Cody and Dominic put on some okay matches. Like, nothing, like, crazy, but they weren't, like, bad.
Yeah, Damian Priest is, like, he's really good in the ring for a bigger guy.
Yeah, I mean, you saw what he did with Bad Bunny. That was, like, one of the most entertaining matches of Backlash.
Yeah, it's been one of the most entertaining matches just of the year.
Yeah, and I'm not taking anything away from Bad Bunny, but, like, Damian Priest did a lot there. Like, a lot.
Yeah, but, hey, should we go ahead and end this?
Yes. Just a quick recap. The matches we said we will be doing is Bret Hart. I'm not going to name what they're for. I'm just going to say the matches. Bret Hart versus Mr. Perfect, TLC 1. The Undertaker, or HBK versus Hulk Hogan. The Undertaker versus Edge. Jeff Hardy versus CM Punk, Brock versus Cena, and Charlotte versus Sasha. So if you want to watch those, that way you know what we're talking about when we're talking next week, then do it. So this has been That's So Random. I'm Andrew. He's Braden. We are people. Hopefully. We may live in a simulation.
And just like every time, 3, 2, 1, just like iCarly.
Yes. Follow him on YouTube.
Letterboxd.
Yeah, Letterboxd. Follow him on
Twitter.
Twitter.
And that's basically it. That's the only place. And
is
subscribe to me on
available where you
YouTube.
can get podcasts
I think you already said that.
Oh, yeah. Subscribe to him on YouTube. This podcast is available on certain places that you can get podcasts. Spotify, Apple Podcasts. I don't know if it's available anywhere else.
I hope it is, but I'm not sure either. I know it's at least on those two, though, for sure, though, because I've checked myself.
Yes. I've listened to it on Spotify. Let me tell you, it's just as bad on Spotify as it is on YouTube, because we still go on tangents. It's almost like it's the same thing.
Oh, it's almost like the show is the show.
Oh, yeah. That's probably why we named it this. Or you named it this. I don't fucking know what we did.
We did what we always do. And we progressed in life.
Yes, hopefully.